Good morning, everybody. Today we're going is just not a name. We've been living with Cadbury for quite a long time. Do you love chocolates? Of course, as is the word from every one of us. So let's start understanding the mission of a Cadbury. Cadbury means quality. This is our promise. Our reputation is built upon quality. Our commitment to continuous improvement will ensure that the promise is delivered. Introduction to the case study. Cadbury is a British multinational iconic confectionery company headquartered in Uxbridge in Greater London. It was established in Birmingham, England in 1824 by John Cadbury. Let's understand about who this man is all about. John Cadbury is a businessman, philanthropist, and founder of Cadbury, the beautiful chocolate which we all love. This is the factory which is in Bourne Valley, and to understand the history of Cadbury's, the first Cadbury or the John Cadbury began selling tea, coffee and drinking chocolates in 1824. In 1897, the first chocolate bar was sold. They began its operations in 1948 in India, and it acquired Schweppes to become Cadbury Schweppes in 1969. In 1993, Cadbury opened the world's largest and most advanced chilled warehouse in Minworth, Birmingham. 2009 was the most year for Cadbury, where it was acquired by Kraft Foods for 11.5 billion, indicative takeover bid for Cadbury. And in 2012, the confectionery business of Kraft became Mondelez International, and Cadbury became a subsidiary of it. In 2012-13, Cadbury saw the 6-year low profit after tax growth 2.2% under the new parent Mondelez International. So this is a short history of what Cadbury is all about. Now, to understand the external analysis, we have to understand PEST. PEST is nothing but political stability and tax saving techniques used, economic, the market share and acquisitions, social, the lifestyle, and purple goes green, the technology, which is the heat resistant chocolates. Yes, first to understand the political analysis. What kind of a global strategy and a mission supportive Cadbury is using? So to see the emerging markets, India, China, Russia has been an emerging market for Cadbury's. To manage the brands globally, one has to be cost effective. Cadbury is also looking at to be cost effective. So it also has disciplined its investment. It has partnership with Calibat in 2007, one of the world's largest cocoa processing company. Cadbury has been taken over by Kraft for $19.6 billion And to ascertain the marketing factors or the economic factors, one has to understand the marketing position and competitive environment of a particular product. The total confectionery market, in the total confectionery market, Cadbury and Kraft put together holds 14.0% shares. It is also a the biggest figures, but the most uh, is being taken up by Cadbury concern, after which Nestle follows with 11.7 billion and Mars by 13.3 billion and Ferrous by 6.7 billion. And looking at the social factors, the third factor, which is very essential, or the social responsibility initiatives to be taken by any organization, Dairy Milk has or come up with Purple Goes Green in 2007-2008 Corporate Responsibility and Sustainability Initiative. They are open to the customers to tell their views on what kind of responsibility initiative to be taken up by the Cadbury, and it publishes its CSR report every 2 years. It has reduced the water usage by 10% in 2007, doing responsible things profitably rather than doing profitable things responsibly. And it also launched dearcadbury.com, and Purple Goes Green is the caption which is being used by Cadbury. It has also started adopting fair trade. You buy a Cadbury Dairy Milk and there's a step which is being initiated by them. And they have also introduced R&D technology, and Kraft has invested $400 billion to extend the work of Cadbury Cocoa Partnership in 2 lakh cocoa plantations. Looking at the internal structure, there's a full range of flavors being used, and they also have a democratic management style. Looking at the picture, we can understand this, and the stakeholders and the organizational structure is visible to us, and they are more prone to regions than they having a universal. They don't have a universal kind of structure. They have divided into regions. Looking at the productions and operations management part, you can see the operations is again region wise specified, and the supply chain is also very clear. They have their raw material taken from the farmers of Ghana and 30% from other locations, 70% from the Ghana farmers and 30% from other locations, because cocoa is a main product for them, and which they get from Ghana. And it is being given to the Cadbury manufacturing plants, from which it's being distributed through own stores of Cadbury's and also wholesaler and third-party stores, which reaches the customers. Making a chocolate. This is how a chocolate is actually made. So England, the home of Cadbury headquarters and the place where the first Cadbury marketing campaign was released, and Astis, where the inventors of chocolate are actually in Switzerland, where they have their research and recipes for making dairy milk chocolates. And they have a Singapore cocoa factory where the cocoa bean is processed as a cocoa mass through roasting, weaning, grinding and pressing. And before that, it is being taken from the farmers of Ghana. Cocoa bean is being taken from the farmers of Ghana, and In Indonesia and Malaysia, they are one of the main cocoa bean suppliers for Cadbury as well. Queensland, the main supplier of sugar. Melbourne is the main supplier of milk. And there's also Tasmania. Tasmania, it's a place where the Tasmanian Cadbury factory is located there and transited to all the places in the world.
Created using Powtoon.
And thank you. So this is a case analysis of how the entire structure of how making a chocolate is being done by Cadbury's, and to analyze that things in the market is changing with so much of cases coming up with the notion that there's so many problems being created, and that has to be analyzed by Cadbury's to ensure that they stay in the market competing with the other brands and giving a quality product to the customers.